Michaela Janae here, and today's video will be a kind of different type of video. I want to start a new series called Too Blessed to Be Stressed. I want to talk on different topics and give advice and give my input on situations that I've been through personally that I can help others with, and give my Christian input on, you know, let you guys into my mind a little more and help you guys out with certain things that I have some experience with and think I can help with. So in the future, if you guys have any topics you want me to talk on, please leave them down below. Any comments, I want this to be an open discussion because I don't know everything. Certain people might know more than me on certain topics or have an opinion, and I respect most opinions if they're valid. Not all opinions are right or valid, but I do respect most opinions as long as you come with some straight facts, evidence, receipts. I respect your opinion. This series will be a way for me to talk about religion, things that's going on, teenage problems, you know, everyday situations, that's even what's going on in the world, current events, everything. But I want to start off with what I prayed about. I prayed about what should be my first topic, and what I got was friendship. It's something that has been a big uphill and downhill battle in my life. So I feel like I've been through enough with friends and acquaintances and people in my life, even family members, to help you guys. I have some notes in my little journal right here, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. And I have quotes, and I've been writing down for weeks, so I know exactly what I want to say. And like I said, the name of this is Too Blessed to Be Stressed, Friendships. If you'd like to see what I have to say on this topic, please keep watching. First things first, this video is not about how to make friends. It's more of dealing with friends, different types of friends, and knowing where to categorize people. So let's talk about what friendship is. Friendship is a group of two people or more in a relationship where they feel comfortable with that other person. They make each other happy. It's not toxic. They feel comfortable telling secrets, talking to each other. They're almost closer to family. That's my definition of a friend. A friend is someone I feel comfortable with, someone I would like to keep around for a long period of time. I don't necessarily have to have everything in common with my friends, but I like for them to be understanding, non-judgmental, not hateful, spiteful, things like that. That's what I define a friendship as. And also, a positive person is a friend to me. Every video I'm going to have Bible verses that go with each topic. So tonight's topic is friendship. So let me read my Bible verses. The first one is 1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. That's a big one. Let's talk about that for a little while. A lot of people are in friendships where they are the good one in the group. They're the one that's not doing the same thing as everyone else. They're the ones that's the positivity of the group. They're the good girl of the group, whichever you want to put it. I've been in that situation before where I'm not on the same level, maturity level, as my friends around me were. And that's totally understandable. A lot of people have been there and they don't know how to get out, or they don't mind. But it comes to a point where you are who you hang with, and a lot of people do categorize you by who you're around, and it's just human nature. If your friends are a certain way, they think you're a certain way. Out of experience, I feel that to be true. Even if you don't want to compare yourself to the leader of the group or that one friend who's more advanced than you in certain areas, whether it be sexually, going out more, drinking, drugs, alcohol, stuff like that, you feel yourself wanting to try that, or that friend also might be wanting you to do stuff like that, trying to lead you to be more like them, especially if you are the good one of the group. For some reason, people who don't see a wrong in their actions will try to fault you or make you feel like doing good is bad, and that's not the case at all. Doing good is going to pay off, whether you feel like you're in a situation where it's not paying off or you don't see any rewards for doing what's right. You are being rewarded. Keep doing what's right, because bad company will corrupt good character eventually. I've had several friendships where, I'm sorry, I'm like brushing through my hair, but I've had several friendships where I was younger and I was a Christian and I was new into Christianity. The friends that I was with were more advanced than me, and they weren't feeling God at all, and they didn't feel like they needed God at all, and they would be mad at me for not wanting to do the same they were doing, whether it be, you know, skipping a class, cursing, doing stuff like that. I didn't have that, so that was a friendship that I lost. When you are in that situation where you feel like the company is about to corrupt you, or they're trying to corrupt you, or you can feel it coming on, or your parents can feel it coming on, I do suggest get out of that situation, because they're not your real friends, and it's just not worth it to stay there and let something happen and then you regret it later. The next one is Luke 6:3. Do to others as you would have done to you. How I interpreted that scripture was, be the friend that you would want to be. In my life, I've struggled with having very high standards for my friends and having high expectations for my friends. I always would want to say that I need a friend like me. Not everyone grew up like I did. I might not have a me in my city. You can't have high expectations for people who just don't have the energy or the capability in them to be that friend that you need. Friendship starts at home, and friendship has to be taught. And that's not saying it in a bad way, but not everyone has the same dynamic as you or me. It might not even be their fault that they don't know how to be a good friend to you, because their parents didn't teach them, who they were living with didn't teach them. Maybe they almost had to raise themselves, so they don't know how to be a good friend. And if you feel like you're in a case like that, God has put you in their life to help them, do it. I have a couple friendships where I feel like God put me in their life to going with them and grow with them and go on a journey with them, to help them be a better friend to me and show them by example. Like, I try to be the best friend that I can be. I ask my friends, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How did this affect you? I want my friends to be completely open and honest with me, because that's how I want them to be with me. I want someone to tell things to, especially being an only child. Other than my mom, I don't have, you know, another sibling to talk to. That's probably also why I have a really high standards for friendships. But no matter how they treat you, it's the best policy to always be the friend that you want to be. It's the same thing as being the person you would want someone to be to you. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. It's all the same thing. It's all the golden rule of friendship is that. Okay, and my last Bible scripture is Proverbs 13:20. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. So, after a while, the more you grow in Christianity, you're going to come to the revelation that you can't be friends with everybody in school. You can't be around the drugs and the alcohol without being corrupted a little bit. When you're trying to walk uprightly with God, it's best to hang around with someone of substance, to have a good friend who is wise and who feels where you're coming from on that level. As you grow up, it's good to find people of your likeness to be friends with. That's how you build a good friendship. Friendships, as you get older, are built on likeness. If this person likes to go to the club and this person likes to go to the club, guess what? That's something alike that they like to do and they enjoy. But if I enjoy listening to music while reading my Bible, or if I enjoy you know, laughing, being funny, things that's humorous, I'm gonna need a friend eventually who enjoys some of the things I enjoy, and that's just what it is. As you get older, it's best to always find friends that can uplift you. Like my dad says, you can't have a bunch of broke friends and not expect to be broke. And it's not even about the money aspect of it, about that saying. It's about a mindset and environment and work ethic. You have to have friends that want something if you want something. I feel like I'm a very driven person, and the people I like to keep around me also have to be driven. They have to have a dream. They have to have a purpose in life. They have to know where they're going. That's how you build a very strong friendship and a godly friendship, where you both have passions and you know where you want to be in life. Now, my mom's favorite saying, and mine is too, is some people are in your life for a season and others for a reason. Not everyone is meant to be in your life forever. Certain friendships you will grow out of. Certain times God is just like, this person is not for you. You know it, I know it. you can't bless them any longer, so they were just there for a season. And other people, no matter how much you try, you can't get rid of them. They're there to be there for a reason. They're in your life to bless you eventually. You're in their life to bless them eventually. The people that's there for a season, you can't fix everybody unless God puts it in your heart and tells you exactly what to do to help that person. You can't fix people no matter how much you try. You can't help anyone that doesn't want your help. Certain people, you just gotta know when to let them go. But when you do, your blessings will come. You might feel sad for a while, or you might miss that person and miss their energy. I also have in these segments some quotes. I love quotes. You can ask everybody around me. I love this hair too. I love quotes, and I'm one of those girls that have quotes for everything. I'm feeling everything. So these are some quotes that I found to go with friendship. The first one is, this year I'm surrounding myself with people who support me and don't waste my time. I don't have any time to waste. Believe that you are going places. Now, this quote is so true. This year I decided that I'm surrounding myself with people who are go-getters. Like I said, don't waste my time. That isn't a iffy person. It's just about surrounding yourself and knowing your energy and knowing their energy. I really suggest that you pray that you can decipher how to read people's energy, because that's really important. People's energy is a really important concept. It's how they act on a daily basis. It's their temperament. It's everything about them. So the next one is, always be there for your friends even if you don't agree with the situation they are in. They need your support more than you know. This quote is really the biggest thing of having a good solid friendship. You have to be there for them. It goes with being the friend you would want them to be to you, because even if they're having an attitude or they're not texting you back, you never know what's going on in their life. That's why it's always best to ask what's going on, because they need you and your positive ray of sunshine. They need your good energy to combat them and help them, if that is what God is telling you. All this is, if it's His will, let it be done. Be a good friend to people who were previously a good friend to you, or God put them in your life for you to bless them. Be a good friend to them. The next quote is, you will no longer catch me wasting my time and energy on people who want to act weird or funny towards me. This is a big one. A lot of people, whether it be in your school, on your campus in college, or even at your job, if they want to act funny towards you or they act weird most of the time, that's not a real friend. That's just literally someone you work with, go to school with, someone you see around the way. Don't call them a friend, because those are the people who most of the time use you for your good energy and use you when they need something or they want something from you. And whether it not be tangible, they use you as a sounding board, in which that's taking up a lot of your energy, and that's not good. They're trying to transfer energy from something happening to them, and I just do not agree with that. I don't like when people act funny towards me or they're acting weird. I try to constantly stay positive and in a good mindset, and when I feel like I did nothing wrong to someone and they start acting like that, that's really, weird. That shows me that, hey, maybe it's time for me to stop this situation before it gets any worse. I do suggest trying to talk to that person, nice about it, ask them what's wrong, why are you acting this way towards me, because to me, as you get older, it's always best to talk to things and talk to the devil head on. Don't need to sugarcoat things. If you're feeling a type of way, talk to that person about it. And I know everybody says that, oh, you just need to talk, but literally, I used to be scared to talk to people about problems like that, but as I got older, I'm too old for that. Even when I was younger, I should have spoken up more. But if anything is weird, if you feel like someone's pressuring you, if you feel like they're acting funny towards you, you have all right to ask about your friendship and ask about the status of y'all's friendship and ask them what's going on, because don't let it spiral out of control and let that person disrespect you. It's just not worth it. Once you pray about it and build up the strength and the courage, I do suggest that you go talk to that person. And the last quote is, you can't change a person who doesn't see the issues in their actions. And what goes along with that is, you can't get well in the same environment that you got sick. That's speaking a lot. It's speaking volumes. You cannot change people, especially someone who does not see a wrong in their actions. Someone who has been doing wrong for so many years and they feel like there is no one controlling them. They self-govern. You can't make someone change, and someone can't get healthy in the same environment they got sick. If someone is living with a parent that's not doing things right, or they're living in bad situations or bad circumstances, or they just have negativity always around them, they can't get better, they can't move on from what's hurting them deep inside. And sometimes you have to let God deal with that himself. You can't help everybody like that. That's why I always suggest listen to your parents. They do know what's best. Everyone knows their parents. Not everybody has good parents. Not everybody has parents who has wise advice, but I know mine do, and my mother does know best for me. She sees a fake friend a mile away. With her, I never had to learn somebody was fake twice. She taught me and I learned my lesson. She told me ahead of time, and I'm like, no, they're fine. It's best to listen to somebody, whether it be another friend, and you might think that friend's jealous, but other people can see what you can't see, basically. And that's why parents all the time say, I want to meet the other parents, I want to meet the parents of friends, and you think it's crazy, but children are a reflection of their parents in more ways than one. Sometimes they're not, which is a rare case, but most children do reflect their parents, and that's not a bad thing. Some people have great parents, so it's a good thing that they are a reflection of them and they come from a good household. But sometimes parents can see in adults what we can't see in adults. It's best to get advice on friends. Also, history does not make a friendship. I could meet somebody tomorrow with better intentions for me than somebody I met in, I'm about to say my middle school, that somebody I met in junior high or even elementary. Someone you knew the longest is not your best friend. You don't have to feel obligated to call them that. Like I said, God can put someone in your life and they have better intentions for you. There may be a blessing in that person and you just met them. History does not make a friendship. Now let's talk about the levels of friendship. I think friendship does come in levels. Not everyone might agree with that statement, but for me personally, I see the levels and I experience the levels. I only call, let's say, 3 girls my friends. Now, when I say friends, like I previously described, that's someone I text all the time. They text me first. We have conversations about everything. I tell them my business. They tell me their business. We're friends. We have a friendship, like a TV show-ish, almost friendship. I don't really call anyone at this point best friends, because to me that's just a word. It doesn't matter. You have friends. That's my highest level, is a friend. That means I trust in our friendship and I value it, and even through petty arguments, I believe we can get through it, and I do cherish friendships. Now, below a friendship is acquaintances. I do value my acquaintanceships too, because that's the people I talk to at school. It's the people that make me laugh. You have to know where you are in people's lives too. So it's just the people that I don't talk to out of school all the time. We don't go out places, but I still value them. I do value talking to them. I value the conversations. They're fun to be around. They're positive in my life. It's the people I work with and the people that I go to school with, because actually none of my close favorite people do go to my same school, sadly, but I have found good relationships with the people that I do go to school with. I have like 2 acquaintances at school, and they are my favorite school acquaintances. I do cherish them a lot. The 3rd level of friendship are the people who try to use you for your energy, try to use you for other things. This would be the fake friend category. You could throw them in here too, which people like this don't deserve a name. They don't deserve your energy a lot. They don't uplift you. They don't go in the other 2 categories, period. And those are also the people you might have thought were your friend, but they constantly talk about you. If you have a feeling someone is talking about you, 80% of the time they are talking about you. A good sign that someone is talking about you is if they talk about their other friends. If someone is talking about a lot of people and they talk about their friends, 9 times out of 10 they are talking about you also. I know that from experience. Any friend that turns into an enemy after y'all have been friends has been hating from the start. And last but not least, it's okay to be alone. I know for a long time throughout my school experience, sometimes I didn't have any friends. I didn't have no first level people. Well, I had first level people. Let's say I didn't have second level people. I didn't feel like nobody was really there for me. friendship wise. Like I didn't have any second level to keep me company at school or be around, and some of my first levels weren't really asking how I was. But you know, you are alone. You have to realize God has put you in that situation for you to get your positivity from yourself and let God be your best friend. Him and my mother are literally my only best friends. It's best during those trying times and when I felt like no one was asking how I was doing, how I was feeling, I've got closer to God. As far as friends, I feel like you just have to know where to categorize people. Always try to be the light of a friendship. Not every friendship is going to be rainbow and sugar all the time. You have to know when to let things go and how to talk to people and be there for people, and also have compassion. I had to work on that for a long time. You have to also remember, not everyone is you, not everyone is in your mind, not everyone has your mindset, so you can't fault them for acting how they act all the time. Some of the time you can, because sometimes people be acting ridiculous. Pray about it. Praying is always a good answer. I hope I helped guys. I hope I shed some light on some things that was going on in your friendships. I hope you should already know that the fake friends, let them go. Even if they're more popular than you, even if you think you're benefiting from the relationship, you're not. If they're cracking jokes about you, if they're talking about you, talking about what you wear, how your hair is, what you like to do for fun, they're a fake friend. They're not a real friend. That's not a joke. They really feel that way. That was another major key out of this little talk. If you guys have any input on things I said, if you agree, disagree, please leave a comment down below. If you like these videos, please share it. More is to come. I feel like I have a good input and sometimes a funny input on things. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, inches. Thumbnail. How many of us have them friends? Someone we can depend on. Let's be friends. Anyway, I'm eating this hair. They should be a level 3. Hey girl, how you doing? Yeah. Just do it. Yeah. Hi. Okay. Swings.
All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out.